everybody, the Brickologist here with another throwback LEGO Star Wars set review. Today we're going back to the year 2002 when Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones released in theaters to look at set number 7103, Jedi Duel. This set used to retail for about $10 US, contains 81 pieces, and I fortunately actually still have the box for this set, so here's a front look at the box art. From the back of the box you can see some alternative builds, advertisements for other sets from this wave, and a cool little picture of Count Dooku himself. This set includes one instruction manual with only 19 pages of building. LEGO booklets used to be a lot shorter back in the day, but also had more advertisements. You can see all of these Attack of the Clones sets here, including the legendary Jango Fett Slave 1. Additionally, there are some ads for other 2002 sets. All of this brings me back nostalgic glory. There's even a small 2002 LEGO Star Wars poster included here with the Jedi Starfighter and a silhouette of Anakin. That's pretty cool. And the back here has more advertisements for other LEGO themes from this year and the years prior, like LEGO Bionicle with that first generation of Toa. This is just so cool for me to see.
Like this video, you should. Subscribe, you must. Ring bell for new notifications, you shall. Necessary, becoming channel member is.
Despite less than 100 pieces included with this set, it manages to pack in two separate, pretty significant builds and two rather historic minifigures. Let's look at the characters included here first. The first minifigure here is the first ever version of Yoda as a LEGO minifig. I cannot believe this, but it took LEGO until the 4th year of Star Wars as a theme to officially make Yoda into a minifigure. That is kind of a wild fact, but the figure was worth the wait. Personally, this is my favorite LEGO Yoda they have ever done. Some of the newer versions just look a little bit off to me, but this head sculpt, despite having no printing, is spot on. His torso print is good as well, and he has back printing, which I love to see. And of course, because this is a dual set, he also includes his trusty lightsaber in the older kind of fluorescent yellowish green color. The one other figure included with this set here is Count Dooku himself, one of the few Count Dooku figures LEGO has ever made. They've kind of skimped on this character throughout the years. LEGO, make more Count Dooku stuff. We love the guy. The figure himself for 2002 I think holds up pretty nicely. I like his hairpiece, I like his torso, I like his face print, the cape looks good. All the details are great, but the best part was the new mold for his curved lightsaber. That is such a spectacular looking piece, and LEGO absolutely nailed it. I love it. Transitioning to the builds of this set, this here is a Flitnot speeder bike. I'm not really sure what that name means. I'm just going to refer to this thing as Count Dooku's speeder bike. And I think from a shaping perspective, especially for 2002, LEGO nailed this design. However, there's one major flaw. In the movie, this bad boy is pretty brown, and this LEGO build is sand blue. Now, the ironic part here is I think sand blue is a way cooler color than just brown, but I had to point out inaccuracies, and that is very inaccurate. Other than that though, this looks pretty nice. I think the front is shaped up nicely. There is a spot to put your Count Dooku figure. I'm not going to sit him down because I do not want to damage my pristine cape piece. Those crinkle way too easily, but here's what it looks like on the box with him seated. There's a nice spot on either side to clip on his lightsaber. Because these old chrome hilts do easily chip, I'm going to attach it on by the blade itself, but obviously that is up to you. Now the rest of this design here I think looks great. The prints here, fantastic. Also, the unprinted sand blue shield at the back, also fantastic. All of these details are really good. Just again, the color, completely wrong. The second build here is what Brickology refers to as a docking crane. This thing is rather bizarre and honestly doesn't look like any one particular item from this scene. Kind of an amalgamation of the objects Yoda and Count Dooku throw at each other, but at least there's some decent play value here. A lot of you classic LEGO fans probably instantly recognize the old Bionicle ball joint and hand pieces here, which give this thing so much range of motion. It really gives it a whole lot of articulation, which is nice, and it also can kind of pick up the speeder. Basically what you can do here is just slide this piece underneath that middle section of the speeder, hold on to it real tight, and yeah, kinda. It's not balanced super well, but I mean, I'm holding it there, and we've got the speeder. It's not going to be able to hold it up, obviously, because this is going to tip over with the speeder on the arm. But you know what? It's an attempt at a play feature and doesn't really detract from the set. And finally, speaking of play features, there's actually a destruction feature here, which is pretty accurate to the scene at hand. Basically, just pull up on this piece, and this build is supposed to tip over like that. Sometimes it's a little finicky and likes to stay. Sometimes it goes over immediately. Just kind of depends on how loose your pieces are. That's fine, but nothing super original. This is such a classic LEGO Star Wars set, and the fact that I have it in such good condition here is really awesome. However, sometimes as a LEGO critic, I do need to remind myself that nostalgia does exist, and I think that is blinding me from actually a pretty mediocre set when compared to the scene from the film. This side build is not even in the movie, and yeah, it has some playability, but not enough to make it desirable in my opinion. The speeder bike, on the other hand, is in the movie, but it's the completely wrong color. And my best guess with this is that LEGO got some concept art of this scene way before the movie was finished in post-production, and the speeder bike's color changed at some point along the way. So it probably isn't really LEGO's fault, kind of similar to Kylo Ren's shuttle in 2015, but I still have to point out that issue. Now, thankfully, we do have accurate versions of the same speeder bike that were made in later sets in 2009 and 2013, so at least there's that. However, there are a couple of aspects about this set that are truly spectacular. The minifigures are superb, no need to rave about them anymore, they're just that good. Additionally, the value of $10 back in '02 is hard to beat, and even the adjusted for inflation price around 17 bucks is worth it as well, because that's fairly similar to what like one of the mechs or micro fighters will run you these days, and this has a lot more substance than those sets. Now, if you want to get this set on third-party markets, unfortunately new, it's about $120, which is a crazy jump in price. Used though, it's about 35 to 40 bucks. So if you can find a good condition cape and a good condition hilt, I say jump on the best condition used set you can find. Honestly, this set shouldn't get so high of a rating, but I'm just feeling generous and nostalgic today, so I'm gonna give this thing here a 7.5 out of 10. But those are just my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you all so much for watching today's review. Peace out, God bless, bye-bye.